Hey yo, what's up? It's me just making another video. Just thought I'd make a video, just a video like up just talking about wrestling, giving my wrestling thoughts. Haven't made a video in a while because like I said, my last video that like I said in my last video, I'm gonna take a break for a while because I was moving and everything else. So just bringing you a new video today. Today is just me giving you my quick wrestling thoughts of what's been going on in the world of wrestling. Probably might be my last video again for a while because like I said, I'm going to take some even more breaks and don't want to make videos as much as I did last time, but I might have two videos that I might have tomorrow and the next day, so just look out for those two videos. But yeah, just want to give my quick wrestling thoughts because right now I'm just kind of drying my clothes right now, and I just thought I'd bring you guys a new video. Anyhow, let me just give you my thoughts about what's been going on in wrestling. Seems like we got a new U.S. champion. If you seen Raw this past Monday, Raw was okay from what I seen. You got my girl Trish Stratus came back and made her return. She was the general manager, even wrestled in a match, a six-man or a tag team matchup, and that match turned out to be good. And she never showed no ring rust at all, and she showed why she can still go. You also had a U.S. title match. I believe it was a fatal four-way between Kofi Kingston, The Miz, Jack Swagger, and Primo, I believe, which I believe, from what I heard, was a real good matchup. And in the end, I guess Jack Swagger is your new U.S. champion, but The Miz ended up stealing the belt. It'd be interesting to see what they go with this. They might do this. They might do the same champion type of storyline, although we have seen that too many times, so the WWE needs to stop that, but they're probably going to end up pulling that off. And overall, Raw was really good. Raw was okay. I mean, it wasn't as good as the Raw before last week's Raw, but it was okay for what it was. And then of course you had Randy Orton bitch out to Randy Orton look like a pussy again by losing to Batista, and now this makes the last two times. Well, Randy Orton has lost two times, and they need to start doing something with Randy Orton because he's starting to look weak now, and you can't be having a weak WWE champion in the brand because many people are not gonna buy into the fact that he's a good WWE champion or anything like that. So the WWE needs to do something with Randy Orton's character. They need to bring him back to 2004, 2005 when he was that cocky, arrogant heel and not this weak champion. They need to do something. They need to tone up his character or change his character up because now when you have the two members of Legacy looking stronger than the WWE champion, that means you got a big problem, and I believe WWE needs to fix this problem, and they need to fix it right away. And I believe it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. I guess they're going to have the two members of Legacy turn on Randy Orton and not obey him, do some sort of storyline, but it'll be interesting to see what happens from there. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on Raw. And then, of course, Breaking Point was Sunday. From what I heard, Breaking Point was not that good of a pay-per-view. The DX match, from what I've seen on the results, the DX match and Legacy, the DX versus Legacy match went on way longer than what it should have went. And in the end, DX and Legacy ended up winning, and I believe something about Triple H was beat down and he couldn't make it in time to save Shawn Michaels, and Legacy ended up winning. And I'm pretty happy because now Legacy's got established, and this is what I was saying in my SummerSlam prediction, is that DX needs to put Legacy over to make them seem like a dominant force on Raw, so many people will start taking them seriously when they supposedly disband this group. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens on from this storyline. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a match again at Hell in a Cell, and that'll probably end the feud there. It might end at Survivor Series. And then of course you had the Randy Orton John Cena match. From what I heard, that match wasn't really that good. I mean, it was going good, and then it was just anticlimactic at the end, and John Cena ended up winning the match. It's just a shame that they kind of made Randy Orton look weak in that match, and it's just what I've been saying and what I said in the beginning. They got to start toning Randy Orton's character up and making him more stronger. But it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. And then of course you had the screw job with Undertaker and CM Punk in a match that should have was turned out to be good, but it just turned out to be a disappointment. And not that it was a bad matchup, it was good, but it should have been better than what it was. And they shouldn't have gave us what they got us. But like I said, it'll be interesting to see what they do with this, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in the Hell in a Cell, because these two will face off at the Hell in a Cell. And then of course you have Teddy Long, who I guess is going to be a heel. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Teddy Long as a heel on SmackDown, because he's been a face for a long time, and it'd be interesting to see what he brings to the table as a heel general manager. And then I believe Jeff Hardy, outside of the WWE, Jeff Hardy got arrested for drug possession or whatever, and it's a shame to see something like that happen to him, as Jeff Hardy seemed like he was doing real good, and then he got caught into this. But there's a lot of people bashing him for saying, oh, he's a druggie, and I knew this was going to happen. But people just need to, like what Spinnernet was saying, people need to just stop bashing Jeff Hardy and bash like the other guys who done wrong, like Stone Cold Steve Austin or Christopher Daniels, who got drunk and got behind the wheel, and he could have killed somebody or severely injured somebody. And people just need to stop bashing Jeff Hardy, and when there's other guys who had done a lot of bad things and they get a free pass, and people need to stop playing that kind of card and bashing Jeff Hardy whenever something like that comes up. And then, but yeah, hopefully he gets cleaned up, or he gets some help, and he gets out of jail, and he gets his life together, because we don't need to lose another wrestler. And then speaking of losing another wrestler, there was a wrestler who was training, I guess, to get into TNA, and he ended up like dying like during his training because of his brain, some brain thing or something. My thoughts and prayers go out to him. It's a shame to lose such a up and coming wrestler like him. I'm assuming he was trained by Shark Boy, and he was going to be heading to TNA, I believe, or he was working the indies and he was going to be heading to TNA soon. But now his life got cut short, and just a sad thing. And it'd be sad thing. Like I said, we don't need any more wrestlers dying, but it's just a shame the way he died. And like I said, my thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family, and hopefully we don't have another incident like that. And then finally, heading on to the final news, the final thing that I wanted to talk about, Batista's heading to SmackDown. Some of you who have subscribed to me already know how I feel about Batista. I'm not a big fan of Batista, but he will bring star power to SmackDown. He's a big name. He's a huge draw. He will sell a lot of tickets, and SmackDown's going to get a lot of audience based off Batista's name and his appearance and everything like that. I still think it's going to kind of hurt the main event with Batista winning the title and him being involved in the main event, but they might have him in the mid card, I guess, like have a tag team title feud or something. But most likely they're gonna probably put him in the main event. But yeah, it's okay. The move is okay to me. Kind of don't like it, but in a way it kind of makes sense, as they don't have a star like Jeff Hardy, so they had to take one of Raw's biggest stars and bring him to SmackDown to sort of compensate for the loss of Jeff Hardy. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what goes on from there, and it'll be interesting to see what matches they're gonna have Batista in, and what feuds are gonna have Batista in, and hopefully if he can't stay injured, it'd be interesting to see what happens from there. But knowing Batista, he probably won't stay injured. He probably won't. He probably will go a couple matches, and then he'll have this one match where he'll end up getting injured again. But we'll have to see. But anyhow, that's just giving you my quick thoughts of my wrestling thoughts. Hope you like my video. Like I said, send me a Q&A, and I'll be sure to answer your questions, because I'm going to start my Q&A pretty soon. So send it in my inbox. And until then, before I leave this video, check out this. Oh no, I'm sorry. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I'm out.